What's going on, guys? Killer6, and today we got our first look at the gameplay for Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. And in this video, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some of the things that you might have missed on your first viewing, some things that I'm really excited about. We're going to look at the new weapon types, to spells, to characters, and more, so let's get right into it. The intro shows some overhead cinematic stuff with nothing really special in the details, but then we come to Tiny Tina playing bunkers and badasses with a robot and an NPC. In the background, we can see the Typhon de Leon and Ellie's garage posters, so we know that this takes place after the events of Tales from the Borderlands, where Scooter died. Next, we get our first look at the playable characters. We have what appears to be an orc and an elf, along with two humanoid types in the middle. Confirmed by Randy Pitchford, CEO of Gearbox, the characters are customizable via a feature that he called Roll Your Own Fate Maker. Presumably, you're going to be able to fully customize your character from race to height and so on, giving us far more character options than ever before in any Borderlands game. It also appears that we're going to have armor and possibly armor sets based on the pre-order information just released. You should be able to see a screenshot of that here on the screen. You can also pre-order right now using the link down in my description below, and that will get you some customizable armor sets. Next up, we get a look at some of the wildlife in Wonderland, starting with a land shark, a pirate skeleton, and what I'm guessing is an ogre with a long-handled axe. But let's roll back for a second and take note of something else really cool. Magic. That's right. In Wonderlands, we get to cast spells as well as shoot guns and use swords. In this clip, you can see that your character is twirling an item before doing a kick-ass animation with their hand to cast the spell into the skeleton. Also, looks like Vladoff is alive and well in Wonderlands. Another little detail in this scene is our first look at the crossbow, which appears to be an attachment to guns. In this case, a doll pistol. Sliding is still in the game, as you can see in this clip right here. Barrels are also in there too, but the main thing that I took away from this sequence was that we got swords, baby, and it appears that you can land sword combos, and in this instance a two-hit combo sent this skeleton flying. Also, cool animation hit marker for melee attacks right here. From there, we get a series of shots showing some of the locales. There's some beautiful scenery, and in this shot it looks like there's some iridium returning, but that could just be part of the landscape. Then we get a look at what appears to be a boss fight against a giant crab who has taken a pirate ship on as its shell. It also appears that this thing is dual wielding cutlass swords, which is really cool, and we follow it up with a cute little mushroom guy doing a dance. Now we see some more not so lovely scenery with this giant dead whale, tongue hanging out, and I have a feeling that in true typical Borderlands fashion, we're gonna have to go inside there for something. Then we get some more castle type scenery, followed immediately by an underworld location with dragons flying over some lava, casting a spell to summon a singularity bat. Look at the skeletons fly, and another pistol with a crossbow attachment, and this pistol appears to be, no, God, why, no, it's the Linoge. To the beach now, and a land shark is about to eat us until we cast what appears to be some sort of power word kill type spell that instantly kills the shark and leaves behind this hilarious ghost. On to another boss fight, it would appear, and this time against a dude that looks like a much cooler version of Skeletor from He-Man. It casts a Nova type spell that you have to jump over. Now we have some sort of hill giant with horns and his little green buddy who maybe is a loot enemy. Pure speculation on that one. More guns, yes please. This one looks like a Shreddifier a little bit, and this one is definitely a Torg weapon with a crossbow attachment. A cryo spell, yes. This has to be the most pimp ass outfit in the game, right? Dual wielding spells? Now we cut to a scenic overview of the map, including adorable big head versions of your characters that you presumably move around the map to go to other zones. Sprinkling magic dust on your weapons, what? Mimic chests are back. Spinning axe attacks, and then a hammer attack too. Oh my god. Bows, we get bows, and look at the sword on this dude's back. Now look closely at this loot explosion. I see a cutlass, a rapier, and what appears to be a shield or a gauntlet possibly, and then you can see chunks of money and money bags as well. Mr. Torg is back as a tree person, or maybe Tina just summons some tree people and imagines that they look like Torg. I don't know. Loot explosions featuring a ton of weapon types, including hammers, axes, maces, swords, Hyperion SMGs, Vladoff pistols, a scythe, two-handed sword, a freaking blunderbuss, Torg launcher, and so much more. Then we cast a meteor spell on some unsuspecting skeletons while one-handing our shotgun with a crossbow attachment. No big deal. But Stallion is back, throwing axes, and then they return to you like you're freaking Thor. A giant Krieg-looking boss with his heart torn out. That makes sense. Andy Samberg and Wanda Sykes as NPC voices, and the game drops March 25th, 2022, with pre-orders available now. Again, check the description down below. You can pre-order on Epic Games, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series S at the link down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this deep dive into the gameplay trailer. I'll have more for you guys whenever more info is available and released to us, so make sure you subscribe for more. Thank you guys for watching. Take care.